Hey YouTube, Charles coming at you here with an update. It's been a long time since I've uploaded a video of any sort, and so I figured now was as good a time as any to show you my latest acquisitions. As many of you know, I was bit by the revolver bug. Perhaps this is natural because I'm now past my 30th year. I'm 32 years old now, and I feel the boomerism coming in, biting strong. I got bit by the revolver bug. So many of you know that I purchased a Ruger SP101, specifically the Wiley Clap edition, which is a fine looking handgun, and with a 3-inch barrel, which, 3-inch 5-shot 357 Magnum, heavily built. It weighs 28 ounces loaded, and I just figured it was the perfect revolver for me to do a one and done. Bought it early January, took it shooting to the range once at an outdoor range, and when I handed it to a friend to shoot, the rear sight came flying off, and we could not find it, right, after searching for half an hour, just in the grass and the dirt and the outdoor and all the spent casings. It was just impossible. So that and the barrel was overclocked, underclocked, whatever you call it, and so the front sight was canted. So I sent that back to Ruger. It was a $900 gun, a little over $900 after tax and shipping and transfer fee and everything like that. And what did Ruger tell me? Within a month of me owning it, I get an email back from Ruger saying that the gun was declared unsafe to fire. And so they offered to either return it to me or to make me a brand new one. And so I said, okay, make me a brand new one. And that was a little over, I want to say 3 weeks ago at this point, coming up on a month, 4 weeks. After a little while, I sent them an email and asked them, hey, is there any sort of timetable that you can give me? And I received no reply. So I'm waiting on Ruger to send me back a brand spanking new Ruger SP101 Wiley Clap edition with a 3-inch barrel. And so I had no revolver, right? Bought one, a $900 brand new, 2023 made revolver, and it was declared unsafe to fire. So that really shook my faith in American manufacturing. And after perusing around, just driving around, and as you guys know, anyone who's in the collecting business knows the secret is you just got to drive around and peruse the stores. And I came across this one, and for an excellent price. I paid $378 for this after tax, and it is a Smith & Wesson Model 36. These are spent casings, but I mean, who doesn't love emptying, right, brass casings out of a cylinder? I'm going in order of purchase. So this was my first Smith & Wesson revolver, Model 36 Chief Special. This is a 36-2, actually. I don't know if you can see it in there, the 36-2. There we go. And it's got a little bit of wear on it, a little bit of surface rust. But for $378, it came with these Pachmeyer grips. I figured it was just absolutely boomer-tastic. I'm 32 now, again, bit by the revolver bug. Why not, right? And then after about 2 weeks, I came across this one, the Smith & Wesson Model 10. This one is a 10-10 heavy barrel, bull barrel. Absolute tactile joy, right? And I just cleaned these. And so here I am. Ironically, unironically, I've started collecting Smith & Wesson absolute, and both of these, like I said, came with the Pachmeyer grip on the gun, which is, again, very, very boomer-tastic, in my opinion. I'm not a fan of the original wood grips. This one also has some surface wear. It is a 10-10. 10-10, which, as far as I understand, means that this is the last iteration of Model 10 with forged steel parts, the trigger and the hammer specifically. Added a little nail polish. Purchased nail polish for the first time in my life to paint on the end of these guns. And I have not taken them shooting yet, but I will soon. So you'll be able to see them in due time. I've also, as you can see, started purchasing ammunition, semi-jacketed hollow point, right? Doesn't get more boomer than that. And then, of course, here's the HKS. And I've got, but I've settled on Safariland, right? Originally, I purchased this for the 5-shot SP101. They work just as well with the excuse me, not the SP, the J frame. The Model 36 being the original J frame, right? And then of course we have the K frame. And it, until you actually hold one of these, I was surprised how large a K-frame revolver is. It's a medium frame revolver. It weighs 40.4 ounces loaded. 40.4, just about 40 and a half, right, ounces loaded for 6 shots, right? So that's real 1890s technology. And of course, I purchased actually boot grips, 2-fingered boot grips for this one, because the Pachmeyer grip, although it's nice, it makes the gun a little bit out of proportion, in my opinion. This definitely looks a little bit better, in my opinion, with the boot grips that allow for 2 fingers. I carried this one very briefly for just one afternoon while doing a little bit of light work on the house, and in an appendix leather holster, and it started to rust on the cylinder release latch over here, and just on this side of the gun plus the cylinder. So if you're going to carry a J-frame, my recommendation is to carry a modern aluminum framed, or whatever that you know, that polymer frame, not polymer, although the Ruger LCR series, I believe, has a polymer lower. But you know what I'm talking about, the aluminum framed, or whatever it is, the alloy framed revolvers, because they'll probably resist your belly sweat a little bit better. And so yeah, here I am with, if I haven't said it already, 2 guns that absolutely, in my opinion, sort of, when I think of baby boomer police officers, right, of the 20th century, I imagine them carrying the Model 10 4-inch, specifically the heavy barrel, on their belts, in their belt holster, and then the Model 36 as a backup gun, you know, ankle holster, or, you know, stashed somewhere else in a pocket, whatever it might be. Pocket carry, I know, is pretty popular. This one probably wasn't. In my opinion, this one was carried a little bit, in probably, especially with the Pachmeyer grips, as a belt gun, as a really light and handy belt gun. Thinking about sending these to get refinished. I think this one's pretty collectible. This one, I bought it from an online website. Underneath here, you can see, there you go, import, right? Century Arms International, Georgia, Vermont. So this one must have been imported, probably, I'm guessing, from Europe or Asia somewhere. But for I forgot to mention, I bought this one for $350 as well, plus $20 shipping for $370. So $378, $370. So that comes out to what? Not even just a little under $750, right? So for $750, I got 2 classic Smiths, whereas for $900, I got a revolver that, according to Ruger, was not safe to fire. So here I am again, ironically, unironically, collecting Smith & Wesson 20th century revolvers, the cop guns especially. And so these are, I've purchased many other guns since coming out to Texas, but these 2 are the most recent. So I figured I would give you guys an update. All right, I'm off to see a friend, another gun tuber actually, and so he's moving to Taiwan. So I will see you all later.